And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
I could understand if that was like a
that could be
melted
just due to sprite limitations in the GBA series anyway.
What I don't get is...
with Lynn, the bows with Lynn actually is better.
They look like a bow.
Yeah, it looks like an actual bow.
It
with
kind of looks
snipers.
like a short bow.
And the snipers just look like those freaking great bows you see in Dark Souls. They're just like the Anomalies archers. They just shove the thing in the ground and then just pull and shoot a giant arrow at you.
Yeah, like I said, it's like a ballista.
With the snipers, if they were going to do bows about that size, then I don't get why they didn't make bows pretty heavy.
Or better yet, give them more range if they're that big.
So do what Echo's dead, except take away... Actually, no. Doing that in any game that's not Echoes would just mean...
Yeah, you have to really be careful and design it around it.
So, actually, a better idea. Have it work like Radiant Dawn, like when their snipers, or marks, like to have the
Marksman,
marksman.
they got 1 to 3 range. 2 to 3 range.
That makes Shinon one of the most OP characters, though.
I think Shilon's probably the best
Shilon's already
archer in the
OP.
series.
I think, archers as a class I've never been crazy about, but...
Objectively, they're one of the worst. Them and knights.
Before I played RGE, it was Takumi, of course.
Oh, Takumi's pretty sick.
Then it was Shinon.
Yeah. That's everyone.
Shinon.
I used to think Takumi was the best, but then I played Radiant Dawn.
Yep.
Hi, Shinon. You just shit on Takumi.
Snap out of it.
Well, considering Shinon still hasn't been in the game, but we've also got the angsty Takumi from Conquest in-game in Heroes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, I'd fuck his Grand Hero battle so much.
So considering there's 2 of him is reference to that in-game.
So we have regular Takumi and then infinite Takumi.
Speaking of the corrupted Takumi from FE Heroes, if you actually merge a 5-star Takumi that's corrupted 3 times, you know that special he can do with the Scaldi, right? Where he does like 10 damage at the start of every 3rd turn?
Yes.
If you merge a 5-star Takumi 3 times, you can actually add that total up to 30.
That might as well just mean, fuck everyone.
No, excuse me? I don't remember that being a thing.
I
No, look it up.
thought Zelgis was gonna get as broken as it is.
Yeah, well, Zelgis is just really good in terms of actual things, not giant AoE skills.
It's like Heroes is trying to break itself.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, we recently got the new spring banner.
Which I still don't know what's on it yet. So
Basically, Katria, Alphonse, Sharina, and Kagero.
Kagero's a flying
Kagero?
unit that uses daggers. That's actually pretty...
Is Kagero wearing
Wait, we got flying daggers finally?
Yeah, so Kagero is the first flying unit with daggers, and fucking hell, that outfit.
Is she in a bunny suit?
Yeah, and oh my god,
Oh, God.
if you see one of her poses, her tits look fucking massive.
Okay, that's something I need to check. I need to
Not
check
that here's the thing, I ain't complaining because Kagero was my birthright wife, because she's my favorite female character from Thing. I just looked at that, I was like, so you literally just went into Camilla's wardrobe and put it on. Nice.
Like, has the trailer for that banner even come out yet, or is
Yeah,
that just?
that's how we found out.
Oh, I didn't even realize the trailer had come out.
Yeah, but flying dagger unit, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting if you could get forge her a poison dagger, so she just fly over to people. It's like, hello, dead.
But that only works on infantry, not on a bit. We still don't have. I kind of wish there was still an effective against Flyer's sword in the Fire Emblem series. There's not the wind sword, might I add.
I don't get why they stopped doing magic weapons apart from lemon swords, because I like the idea of wind swords.
Technically, Bolt X and Bolt Naginata, as well as Flame Shuriken and some variants in
Felicia's
Fates.
Plate, isn't it that magic as well?
Yeah.
What happened to wind
but
magic? That's my question.
Well, remember, they stopped... Remember, well, that was only right... Well, certain games have the magic be divided into certain things like fire and stuff like that. Other ones are just generic. Like this one, it's just generic anima magic.
My favorite tone was Excalibur. If you can't tell by my username,
Yeah, he likes wind. God, if he plays FE4 and gets Forcetti...
I don't have a computer that can run...
Whole city, though. Well, apparently, like breaks is just fucks everything up.
Well, all the legendary weapons do. Like the bow in that game, can't remember how it's pronounced. It's like 50
Burglaries,
damage.
Is there a legendary wind tome in art? Because Soren is amazing. I want to get him so he can nuke things better.
Yeah, I think Excalibur is the legendary wind tome.
Holy crap! How many crits have we already gone just in this chapter?
No, it's Excalibur with an R.
And speaking of crits,
Yeah. Fuck your Valkyrie.
yeah, that is actually overkill.
Hey, you can't spell overkill without okay.
Well, there's no more March of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, and Foreigner, woke up.
He's like, oh, what happened? Oh, I
just
didn't
think-
okay, on the luck.
I'll
Why
tell
am I
you
in
what
pain?
happened, Farna. Apparently you took no damage.
No, she did took a bit of damage, but next to none, despite all the odds. Considering the
number
amount
of
of
defense level
onslaught.
up.
And you somehow avoided in your sleep.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. I swear in Tellius,
Simple.
you can't avoid in your sleep. It's 100% hit.
You guys know how
At
you
least
like
it's not.
turn-
At least it's not petrification from FE8, where it also minus 30. Basically, it's like, is it minus 30 critical avoid?
Oh, screw
I think
that.
so.
Yeah.
I remember, like, first time I played the chapter where you can get petrified, and
So
I had
chapter
Garrett.
18.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
chapter
had
18 is
Garrett.
first.
He got petrified and then, like, just killed, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Worst part is enemies always have 100% hit rate if you're petrified.
Oh yeah. Well, that makes sense. You're turned to stone. If they
Yeah.
missed and you're turned to stone, we have a big problem. I think they need to go back and rethink
Not to bring
themselves.
back petrification in any other game after that.
I mean, at least it's on Harry Potter petrification. That would be creepy.
Well, just
How's that-
petrification
You're
in
not even
general, where
turned
you
to
literally
stone.
turn to stone forever.
No, that's on the. Did you not see Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets or read the book? Like,
Yeah,
how
you're not
they're
even
not-
turned to
Sorry, I was
stone.
thinking of the other one, yeah. Well, technically, if you stare at the basilisk directly, it kills you.
Yeah, if you look at it in a reflection, spoilers to the movie if you haven't seen it, which
I
it
highly
came out in
doubt.
2000. Yeah, I saw that when I
Kind of
was
like
in fourth
about
grade.
15 or so years ago, so you like between 10 to 15 years ago, so why would you say this is a spoiler if you haven't seen it for that long?
Well,
Unless
that and
you're
the fact
young.
that Harry Potter's one of the biggest franchises of all time.
I think the first one I ever watched was, I think it was Chamber of Secrets before I watched Sorcerer's Stone.
You know,
Uh,
apparently that was actually the very first movie I saw in theaters. I don't believe that.
I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it on TV.
First movie I ever saw in theaters was Hunchback of Notre Dame, actually, when I was 3 years old.
Not bad. I think the first
honestly
one.
can't remember what mine was.
I think
I can't remember what mine was either.
I think mine was Brother Bear.
The first actual movie
When I
I
was, like,
remember
2.
seeing as a kid. I know it's the first one, and I don't care if my mother says it's otherwise. It was Star Wars Episode 4.
Ah, yes. That's a good movie
had
to
a-
start with.
I had
Yeah,
a
because
good
technically
child-
it is the first one that was actually made, so
Oh, yeah,
you
it was-
can,
is
so
the
you can
first
tell
Star
them
Wars
it's
film.
not-
Speaking of first Star Wars movies, my first Star Wars
Oh
movie.
god
was
damn it!
Attack
I
of the
just realized we're going into Star Wars territory, and every time I've been in a recording session, it's been Star Wars discussion.
Is that a
It's
problem?
the greatest media franchise.
I just realized that.
Media franchise.
Yeah, but you were saying, Aeromancer, I think I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
First Star Wars movie I watched was
Oh,
Attack
boy.
of the Clones.
It could be worse. You could have watched episode
isn't.
1.
No, I think episode
episode
one's the
one. I think episode 2 was the worst.
I
the worst for me is
personally
episode
don't.
3. I think episode 3 is the worst personally.
I won't. I don't want to get into a debate with it, but trust me, if you were to like go in and probably rewatch Star Wars Episode 2 and compare it to Episode 1, which one would you have an easier time trying to watch?
I mean, I
Here's the
think
thing,
episode
here's the
1.
thing. That's actually a good point. I have watched them. Episode 2 is so horribly structured and paced that it is kind of difficult to get through, but I still think it's just better in terms of performances. I think it's better in terms of cinematography. It has Christopher Lee in it, and and here's the thing: Episode 1, when you think about it, it has next to nothing to do with the Star Wars, story, whereas Episode 2 is a much bigger bearing.
Okay, how about I
For
say
me-
this? This is going to be kind of jumping off into something entirely, but this also kind of makes the first 2 canonical films sound really pointless. What is the point of Episode 1 and 2 when you compare it to Episode 3?
Did you read that from the Nostalgia Critic?
Yes, I did, and that actually is one of my. That's one of the best things he's ever said. For God's sakes, you never can really actually figure something out. I've said that to multiple people, and no one has actually given me a definitive answer.
Yeah, but it's very true. Episode 3 is the one that really matters.
But it's the one that I think is the worst because not only does it have all the problems of the prequels,
Most of them, yeah.
name one it doesn't have.
It doesn't have. Well, I'm trying to think.
Terrible
It doesn't have Jar.
No, Jar Jar is in it, but he doesn't speak.
Okay, other than that, it has all the problems of the prequels, plus completely forced and unnatural, completely forced darkness.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
but the whole prequel trilogy was forced.
I mean, to be fair, Star Wars doesn't do prequels great. I know you disagree with this. I don't think Rogue One is great.
Okay.
It's got a lot of problems, in my opinion, because I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it has problems.
Okay, well, yeah, every movie has problems, and I know some people really didn't like Rogue One.
Rogue One does have its highlights. We all know the one scene with Vader, and I love the space battles. In fact, there's actually a nice little nod to Star Wars Rebels in there. I don't want to say what it is, but if you look really closely in the background of the space battles, you can actually see something there from Rebels.
Cool. Yeah.
My thing
and I just noticed Elwood was getting doubled, and he was holding a slim lance.
Yeah, that's how fast the Valkyries are. They got 18 speed. Elwood only has like 14, I think.
I wonder if these Valkyries have been drinking up tons of liquor.
Nah, they're just. No, it's just that the developers remembered. Oh wait, we should probably put decent speed on these enemies.
No, you didn't pick up on the Thor Ragnarok reference.
I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, you have.
Nor have I.
It's the only MCU film I haven't seen.
I recommend it. I just have an issue with it that.
I heard it is the best Thor film, though. To be fair, the other two weren't that great.
I mean, Thor 2 was pretty good. Thor 1 is awful.
Most people think Thor 2 is awful, but anyway, everyone's different.
But like Thor Ragnarok has a problem with me that it just never knows when to be serious. Or it has moments, but they're only moments. It hasn't hit my top 5 though, which is Avengers 1, Avengers 2, Guardians 1, Guardians 2, Homecoming.
Cool. If I had a top 5, it would be the 2 Avengers films, the 2 Captain America sequels, Civil War and Winter Soldier, and Black Panther.
I don't get why everybody loves Winter Soldier so much. I think it's good, but it's like not. I explained this to a friend of mine before. It's not low tier. It's not high tier. It's mid tier for me.
Well, based on your favorites, are you into the more like fun, easygoing, corny Marvel films? Because you really like Galaxy and Avengers and stuff like that.
I think how it works for me is like really well balanced comedy and really well balanced action.
Yeah, because Winter Soldier's far more serious, but I think that's what people liked about it. It's me especially.
I do like Civil War a lot though, because it does have that balance. It's just I feel Civil War gets really depressing by the end.
That's the point. No, if it was really depressing, it would have gone with the original ending.
But they can't do that. They're gonna have to do that in Infinity War.
Yeah, they will.
I think Infinity War is supposed to be like it's supposed to be like 2 movies.
It is. They already confirmed it is 2 films, and that's why I think Ant-Man will be in Infinity War 2. He'll be the one to help out.
What I think's gonna end up happening, what I want to happen, because you guys all heard about the the Disney Fox thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You have the X-Men.
It might, but I doubt it because just coming out of nowhere. But then again, everyone knows the X-Men. And if Hugh Jackman was in it, that'd be pretty amazing.
No, this is what I was saying. You guys know the House of M storyline?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think should happen.
Yeah, but
they should, because Vision is gonna die. I think Scarlet.
Oh, he has to.
Witch should go.
How else is he gonna get the Infinity Stone?
Exactly.
Where is that Soul Stone?
Exactly. I figured it being Thor's hammer.
To be fair, there are
the
2
Thanos
possibilities.
theory.
Oh yes, there are two possibilities, but I'm not going to give them away mainly because one, I don't follow the MCU too much, and two, I don't want to spoil it for people who actually just want to go in and actually see the movie.
Fair enough. Actually, here's what I hope the ending is. I hope the ending is Deadpool comes out of nowhere and saves the day.
I mean, that would be typical of Deadpool. You wouldn't see him coming.
Yeah, but you also know in canon, Deadpool is Thanos' greatest enemy because Thanos is in love with Lady Death, but Lady Death loves Deadpool because Deadpool can't die.
I knew that,
being
and that's
in a mad
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Except this one doesn't have chainsaw gauntlets.
I wish I had chainsaw gauntlets. That make anything better.
Yeah.
It's like I have a gauntlet that has god powers. I have a gauntlet that has chainsaws.
So I think your new
that could be in part
chainsaws
2.
make everything better.
Yeah,
And I have a
chainsaws too.
katana. And I have a katana.
But with what I was saying, with what I was saying about House of M, they should have Scarlet Witch go insane because of that. Create the House of M storyline where her brother is back, and then have the X-Men be there and have X-Men Quicksilver explain to Scarlet Witch about and like kind of talk her out of it. They've refixed the world, and the X-Men are permanently there as kind of like a consequence.
I at this point, I don't think they're going to do the X-Men because I also think Infinity War is going to be the end of the MCU.
You want to know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Thanos defeated by Howard the Duck.
That'd be pretty funny.
Okay, I don't really follow Mo, but I think if that's an actual duck, that would be the most hilarious ending ever.
It is. He is an actual duck. Well, he's like an anthropomorphic duck, but he's still a duck.
A friend of mine actually said that there's this possible. He thought about this. He said that there's this possibility of a theory, which I know for a fact is probably not going to be the case, but it'd be cool. Tony Stark is the Soul Stone.
That'd be odd.
Because in the
but odd.
That'd be weird.
Because in the comics, Tony's parents were having a hard time with kids, so this alien made a baby for them that was perfect. That was Arno Stark. And and Tony was adopted. What I think could end up happening is kind of taking the Arno Stark origin, making it so that Tony was made from the Soul Stone.
Actually, this sort of reminds me of something else that's related to the Iron Man films. Remember that kid that Iron Man saved in the second film?
Everyone thinks that's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed canon that it is.
Yeah, that was confirmed canon.
That's a really cool nod. It's a really cool nod.
Well,
I mean, I actually like
Homecoming
Iron
did
Man
have
too.
Iron Man as well.
Well, yeah, but remember, Iron Man is basically, the Uncle Ben for Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben. Oh wait,
Well,
does that mean Tony's gonna die?
I would not. Here's the thing. I would not be surprised if Tony or Cap, one of the two, died in Infinity War.
Cap has to die. Chris Evans wants out of the MCU for some reason.
He probably just, wants to do other films.
To be fair, nobody's gonna see him as anything other than Captain America.
Nah, I don't think he's going to be as badly typecast as, like, say, other actors.
Chris Hemsworth.
No, even then, I don't think Chris Hemsworth is, like, massively typecast. It's like Jim Parsons will always be typecast as Sheldon.
Yeah, that's actually pretty.
We have almost been going on for an hour.
Yeah, and we're not done yet.
Would you say Chris
this is the
Pratt?
longest
We've still got
part of the
half hour to
entire
go.
playthrough. This is the longest part of the entire playthrough. I mean, the enemies look to be thinning out, but then we get all the respawning units and we've got that cutscene at the end.
This is most likely
and
gonna
we
be-
still got Vita to
This
come
is
as
most
well.
likely going to be cut into a three-part
Free
video.
part, yeah, but it's going to be a free part.
Blazing Knight with the Indiana Jones movie. If they have to choose a new actor, say, unfortunately, this might end up happening because how old he is. Harrison Ford dies. Would you want them to pick Chris Pratt? I mean, I would because I would his person.
Chris Pratt. Maybe. He's slightly too clean for me to be Indiana Jones, but I wouldn't be against it because, I like Chris Pratt. He is cool.
Because, I couldn't say, I think he would work because if you guys have seen Jurassic World,
Yeah,
he did actually do that kind of character really well. It's just, the thing they'd have to do is make him less funny.
Yeah, exactly, because Indiana Jones isn't that, Star-Lord type humor.
But because
And-
of Star-Lord and what?
Oh, that was close.
Oh.
But thankfully, Bo's a shit in FE7.
Yeah, didn't even kill her.
But if that was shit
Yeah,
on...
it didn't even hit. And Pent silence, that way if Louise gets berserked, if Louise had gotten berserked again,
Yeah, we would have been in
I think
trouble.
Hey, I
That
think that's
Klein's never going to
Louise's...
hear his father.
I think that's what Louise has been really wanting. Finally, Pencil, shut up so I can read my book.
Finally, Pebble, shut up. That way you can't ask me to do anything. It's like he's trying to do sign language and he's like, I don't understand you, honey.
But Klein's never going to be able to hear his father.
Wait, isn't Klein and... Aren't Klein and twins?
No, Klein is
No.
older.
no,
Oh,
Clarine's
okay.
the younger sister.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, that
Clarine-
makes
We don't know by
sense.
how much, though. We don't
Yeah.
know by how much younger, like, at
I
least,
mean,
like,
he-
2 years or something. Like,
I said Clarine's
he-
meant to be like 16 or something.
I mean,
and
Clarine
considering Blazing Sword is, like, set 20 years before Binding Blade,
So
that would mean
Klein's probably in
Klein
his
has been
20s.
19.
Yeah, 20s or 19. Yeah, 20 or 19. So yeah, not
think-
massive difference.
The thing about, like, Clarine, it kind of makes sense that she's 16. She's very stuck up. Also, she kind of has the annoying sister attitude. Like,
Oh, well,
for those who have sisters, there's a way sisters are annoying. But,
Well, everyone is different, but you know, well, it's more to do with the fact that she's brought up in such a pristine household, and you know, her family has a massive reputation.
Yeah, her mom is one of the best, one of the more interesting snipers in the series, and Pent is the best unit in Blazing Sword.
Well, remember, also he's a like mage general of, or like Lord of Euphoria.
Doesn't he end up becoming the Arcsage too?
I don't remember.
Athos
He
does?
ends up- he ends up
Because I remember
doing-
reading his
inheriting
ending,
the-
something like that.
doing stuff with Athos, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he takes over Athos'
yeah, he-
job.
Yeah, exactly, he does. I also
And
find
then
it funny
Pent
that
becomes the
Clarine
mage
follows.
general.
Yeah, I think it's funny that Clarine becomes a magic unit like her dad, and Klein becomes a sniper like his mum.
Like his mother.
I'm wondering, like, if they do the 6+7 remake, how would Klein be like one of those units that do well with magic-based weapons because of who his mom is?
I wouldn't be
Dead.
surprised if they gave Klein like a good magic and a really good res stat.
I could definitely see Rez considering his mom's
I
stat.
still want to see Lilina with Astra.
That's
bang, 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 bang.
Now, what about Sue with Astra?
Either way, someone needs Astra. No, Roy with Astra. And the
Hey, that
Binding
makes an
Blade.
actually okay unit.
Fuck that. You'd make him like drop Merv missiles or something.
No, the way to make Roy good, you have Ninian pass down his skill, like Gale Force, mix it. What's the most broken stat in Fates?
No idea.
I always thought it was quick.
Skill?
Wait,
I would say
What's-
speed.
wait, what's that skill that Takumi has that
Oh, Bowfair? No, that's the
that
Close
one-
combat?
Rend Heaven,
Oh, Rend Heaven.
Oh, really?
Red
That,
Heaven-
yeah, it's skill based.
and Gale Force. Something mixing those two, that'll make Roy good.
And he also has Bloodlust as a personal skill.
Yes.
No, because Bloodlust plus Thingamajig is fucking awesome. I've
you just give
tried
him-
it, and it is so good.
Then
And
give
then
him
give him
Dragon
an-
Skin, because why not?
And make his defense ridiculous because Dragon Skin is hard to pierce.
Yeah. No, I
And,
think the
like,
main thing...
mythology-
I think the main way to make Roy good, promote by Chapter 16.
And
You
I'd
wanna
say
know what?
maybe give him a mount. Give him a mount like his dad.
You wanna know what? I just
Or at
thought
least
of
don't
this.
make him sword locked.
I just thought of this.
Like, give
Yep.
him axes.
Wait, Hades is trying to talk.
I just thought of this. If they actually gave the Black Knight an exclusive skill for Path of Radiance, if they ever remade Path of Radiance, it would just be called a Shearer's Witness. What does that skill do? Gives him you can never damage him. It's just the fuck you skill.
So it's like the ones in Heroes, those S-rank skills.
So,
Fuck
Ember's
that caught me off
Ward
guard.
and Lost Boss Lane?
Here
So
comes
now
the Wither
Barter's
Brigade.
actually gonna do something because he's been sitting most of this chapter out. So yeah, just get fired up.
That's-
And we also
fly like a
Vitus, who
helicopter?
no longer has her Uber Spear.
So she's trash. No, but honestly, she's fine. She actually has a really good strength stat. I think it's like 22.
I think it's one of the best strengths in the game.
Well,
Yeah, but
wait,
that's
or is
because
that
I'm not
the
surprised she's a
Steam
Wyvern
Weapon
rider.
Ward at this, when you recruit her?
Yeah, when you
I
recruit
think
her.
she's Okay, so she only really gets 10 levels of growth, so...
Well, I think she
Wait,
also probably gets hard mode bonuses too.
You
That
want
would
me to
make
look that up?
sense.
I'm actually going to look that up right now.
Also, you know what's funny? You know how Hector tried to attack Vida? Like, he does this to everyone he tries to recruit. He attacks them first.
Unless you're Hawkeye, and then he treats you like a tree.
Yeah, no, but if it's a green unit, he won't attack you. If it's a red unit, he will always attack you. It's like, just like, for God's sake, Hector, calm down.
One because of hair. Heath. That hair!
I hate your multiple hair colors. Fuck you. Yeah. Which makes me glad, because I'm glad Nino wasn't an enemy unit, because you had to talk to Nino as Hector. He tries to kill Nino. It's like, die. No, please! I'm innocent!
And then Hector's like, why do
you
I
attack
feel
my
like
wife?
I can't hurt someone
You will not
you?"
live to see the consequence.
Actually, I had to sleep
Hey,
soft
you won't
moments. I
even
was just like,
see the
fuck it.
consequences. In fact, you won't even see the consequences because you're...
Hey, at least he went peacefully. He
Damn it,
died in
I
his
was-
sleep.
Damn it, I was going to try and do that line on Shinderu. I was
Yeah.
going to try and do that line while that archer was getting... Like, that sniper was getting killed in his sleep.
Yeah, but
Is it
why does-
actually dying? Is it dying peacefully if you're getting stabbed while you're going to sleep?
if you don't feel it, yes.
Yeah, Vida's strength and defense staff are both at 22.
Oh, come on, Louise.
Dang.
Only skill.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, for archers, it's like I'm fine with some units like just getting skill, Hector, dart. But like
Yeah, unlike
other
someone in like a certain Sky Knight in Fates, who's basically highest thing is skill and nothing else.
doesn't Tsubaki
Huh.
have good strength though?
Perfect to everything, my ass.
I
But
mean, he
speaking
does.
of-
Considering how low his
Tsubaki.
speed growth is as a Pegasus, as a Sky Knight.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke. It's like 35%. Are you fucking kidding me?
Speaking of Tsubaki, I actually, with the kids in what's it called? The kids from that are kind of Awakening clones and Fate.
Yep.
I prefer them to the actual like characters from Awakening because they actually have different character traits, and they have, apart from Rajat, because I barely use Hayato,
Well, she's basically Tharja anyway, so
but
Yeah.
like with Kale Dory, you can understand why she tries to be. To look at her dad.
Yeah, Kale
She's trying
Dory
to
was
be-
always the one I was alright with because it made the most sense for her to at least be in the same vein as Cordelia.
And Asugi, I mean, the candy thing's a bit weird, but what I like is that he is kind of self-conscious about who his dad is and taking the name Saizo.
Well, yeah, because Saizo's Saizo.
It's very much that. I think they actually... I mean, Selena does change her character a bit, but Owain and Inigo don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're the same
Why'd you-
people, whereas Cordelia are technically new characters, but they're just literally based off the Awakening characters.
I mean,
okay,
I don't
you
think
only
they should
mentioned
do
two of them
that.
by their awakening names, but of course you don't mention the Sundari by her awakening name.
That's because she's annoying as heck in that game, especially trying to...
Yeah, she's annoying as hell because she's more like the alpha bitch in Awakening, but more to what she actually is supposed to be in Fates.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break once again, and when we come back, we're finally going to be finishing up this chapter. Hector's finally going to be able to promote, so now he can actually do stuff, and ironically, we start talking about Assassin's Creed of all things. Yeah, I know we got Jafar and all, but seriously. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We're nearing the end, so thanks for sticking through this. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.